Hello and welcome, all you beautiful motherfuckers. We are back again for the thrilling finale in the Clash tournament. Me and the Irons return. We are running a brand with Exhaust and Dark Harvest as a support. We got ourselves our Mundo, one trick, finally on Mundo. G-Zombie is rocking the Lissandra in the mid lane into a Silas. I'm sitting on Xayah. So I like Xayah. I've been playing a lot of Xayah. I actually have the right runes this time, so that's pretty good. And we've got a Halo Blades Assassin Vi going into the jungle, facing off against a top lane Aatrox. We've got a Varus enemy ADC with a Soraka, so lots of heals. That's going to be annoying as shit. Udyr in the jungle, that's going to be annoying as shit. And like I said before, a Silas in the mid lane. So let's, without further ado, let's get into the shit show here. I gotta fix this. This is annoying the crap out of me. Come on, people, get in your right spots. Our Vi did not buy potions. Fantastic. No respect either. This Varus is going call. I guess we can't engage, right, because we're Brand Xayah. So, sort of is what it is. So they are doing a start onto the red buff. Our Vi is also doing a solo start onto the red buff, and doing it without potions. So, bit of an interesting big brain play. Damn, you're getting murdered to do it, but was able to get it done. Bit of trading in the mid lane there. As long as you're able to dodge out those Silas knockups, should be doing kind of okay. We're going to be able to try and trade a little bit down bot. Unfortunately, the Soraka is pretty much going to heal it all back up. So that's going to be aggravating, but we'll see what we can do. I'm just here to try and harass people, throw a little bit of feathers, try and poke some bitches, go around from there. This guy keeps kind of running around to the side, took a huge bit of trade. Oh, the minion block got him the extra auto attack plus the minion aggro. Flash gone. First blood goes over to Lissandra. Well done. Those minions are the real MVP of that story, and we're okay with that. So we're trying to go in on this Varus, force the Soraka to burn her life to bring him back up. But realistically, it'd probably be better to burn the crap out of her. Just keep dodging those little circles she drops down. You get hit by that, she gets health back. She gets health back, she can heal. We don't want none of that. Ah, god damn it! I missed a fucking cannon. You know what? It wouldn't be a game in which they're Gotham moment if you saw me fucking hit cannons. So come on, Mundo. Come on. Oh, he got his fucking passive up for no apparent reason. Damn it. You got tagged with it. She got health back. Well, whatever. Udyr's doing some stuff. Mundo got pushed off early. Kind of expected. I haven't figured out why this Mundo player always starts with a Ruby Crystal into boots without coming back with health pots instead of going like a Doran shield to actually survive the start of the lane. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. So we've been like poking like crap. We got like no mana left, and somehow they are fine. Aggressive play goes in, but look at that Udyr counter gank. Are they going to be able to drop him? They are able to get him down in time. Udyr was not able to help out. He's been farming up pretty decent, as an Udyr is supposed to be. Not really sure what's happening in the mid lane there. The Lissandra's having some issues with the last hitting, as it looks, but that's not the worst shit I've seen. Big trade goes down there. Unfortunately, not enough CC to really get him. Goes in with the flash. He's able to hit him. He's still running, though. Silas comes up there to kind of usher him back out. Flash down. Flash down. Went a little bit heavy in the dudes, but not too bad. So now we're starting to get poked pretty good because I don't have a healer, and I need my brand to hit many, many W's. More W's than is currently happening. We'll get there, though. We'll get there, though. Don't worry. You will stop hitting the minions and start hitting them. It will happen. Somehow, Lissandra, I think, only got 1 CS out of that entire wave with Silas dead. Big trade goes back in. Brand's starting to get hammered. I was able to get a good root in. Follows. Unfortunately, he was able to get the charge snipe off. I didn't think it would kill him, so I did not bother to heal. He also did not bother to flash. You know what? You just, you sort of take what you got. So unfortunately, this cold start has been working out quite nicely, which pisses me off. I don't get to start cold. So unfortunately, I got to start tier, so I immediately lose some combat power and went with the Vamp Scepter, which is only worth 15 damage, but I need the Lifesteal because he's got the Soraka for the Lifesteal and I don't. So he's got extra, he's got 7 attack, 10 attack, 10 attack, extra attack speed on me, and I've got a little bit of mana and a little bit of life with a sad amount of little AD. I am definitely a little bit weaker, so it comes down to trying to outplay. Alright, Mundo, you got your ult on. You should be able to run out of it. Unfortunately, you ended up missing that little hit, but you were running at him. I think it's a bait because the Big Bad Aatrox does still have ult, kind of ready to go. Levels are even into the bot lane. No sums have been expended. It's a very blah kind of lane. I mean, it's poke versus heal. Mundo, you gonna... Nope. Started plated boots. Don't know why he started plated boots. The Aatrox not really an auto attacker. Starting Bramble Vest would have actually been a better choice in this particular matchup. I mean, I'm up in CS, but it's not by like a lot. Wow, Brian, you got to hit at least one of those W's, my friend. At least one of those would be super, super helpful. Still up in XP, not by like a lot, but by a decent bit. But if I'm able to get that combo, it's nice. Unfortunately, hey look, there goes all of it because of that bitch Soraka. I tried, I did what I could, it wasn't enough. However, thankfully, the brand hasn't taken any of my CS. Mundo is very aggressive on this, but he seems to be dodging most of the shit. There's the Aatrox ult. You got ult out of him, you can walk it back, you should be alright. Farm up, let your passive kind of do the work. Sort of go from there. Our jungle is in the top side, going after Scuttle, so we are, or Herald, sorry. Herald's not up, so looping around. Needs to make a play while they were getting a free objective out of this. Thankfully, the Aatrox missed that last little bit. That got missed out yet too. Should be able to just punch him to death and just slowly walk at him and punch him. He doesn't have boots, and you got plated steel cap, so you can definitely speed race him. Lissandra is up in CS, but it's not a great CS score, but at least is also a higher level, even level, but completely out of mana. I missed that. I tried. I failed. Honestly, it didn't matter because it would have just been healed up by the Soraka anyways. But thankfully, the Varus is out of mana because he did not go with the tier. He went with the extra long swords, which is good for him. Good for me, too. I mean, he does more damage, but I can at least stay in lane longer as long as I don't get poked to shit. Just kind of stood there and took that like a champ. Good job, Vi. So there is a Herald up. It would be nice to kind of go for, but the Mundo is a little bit weaker in lane. And our jungle is currently getting shit ripped and dead with a shutdown into the mid laner, which means we can't actually go for that Herald now. That was a bit of an inch. There was no need to stay there. I mean, if anything, you actually fucked up the minion wave because now it's going to be pushing back towards Sylas, leaving them in a bit of a gank position. In comes the Udyr, gets the ult out of me, but I don't lose any sums in the process. Is a little bit annoying because I really wanted to go in for the heavy dive with that level 6 to level 5 advantage we have in the bot lane, but the Udyr was at least smart enough to get in there and completely negate the advantage. Good stun goes down out from G-Zombie, and the burn is enough to take him out. These are very much kills based off of a Ignite, which is nice to have. Mundo's healing, he's down in levels. But he's reasonably tanky. For some reason, the Aatrox built plated steel caps too, which is odd considering we have a Brand, a Lissandra, and a Mundo. But you know what? If that's what Mobifier says, that's what some people fucking do. So our Vi is going in aggressively. We get the flash into, surprisingly, the stun actually comes out from the flashing Brand. That was actually very well done. because he was able to actually get the follow-up stun, which was quite nice. That was pretty solid. What's he leveling anyways? I'm kind of curious. Good, he is going with the W level. That is good. This is just a weird bitch slap lane where nobody has any health. Oh, aggressive flash. Gets the W off, able to dodge that out. Unfortunately, just drills him in with the last little hit there. He's down about 30 CS. That's our one trick. Down 1.5, 1100 gold. I'm just about able to kill off that Varus, but I know he's got flash, so I'm not about to dive into it. I just want to smash this lane in. But hey, look, he was just about dead, and Soraka showed up, and now he's full health. What a fun laning experience I'm having. But as long as my brand can land something, we will be okay. There is no need to flash, no need to ult from the Vi. You just literally punch the asshole to death, so that's going kind of okay. Sylas does have the Lissandra ult, so you got to be a little careful. I got a little bit nicked, but nothing too bad off that. Just whiffed her. I mean, we whiffed everything. I'm still waiting for Brand to hit a W. I haven't really seen it yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen eventually. I'm getting a little bit greedy as I really want some plates, because Gold is dead even in the bot lane because I'm out farming, but he was able to get the kill onto my poor Brand. Eventually we might get something. We got fights going on at the top. We got fights going on at the bottom. He's on the ult himself as opposed to ulting and stunning out somebody else. I don't know if that was the right decision. You definitely could have. But, hey, you should at least be able to kite with a little bit of slows. Nope, they were able to hook you, and you're dead. I'm going to say that was the wrong ult target. If you would have hit the Aatrox, he would have been able to have been jumping around, wouldn't have been able to burst him, because his healing wouldn't have been able to do anything. That's alright, you live and you learn. In that case, he died, but hopefully he learned. Udyr hasn't been crazy useful. I'd take a free tower shot for that. A little bit of pain. Was able to do a E pullback as he stepped onto the feathers. That feels pretty decent. I've got ult. I kind of want to be able to jump in, but he knows it, so he's pulling back. So we're just going to get a bunch of plates off of the process anyway, bully him off the lane. If Soraka's not there to keep him healed, he really doesn't have much of a chance against us. A lot of plate gold has gone over to this Aatrox, who is sitting at 4 kills. Is up 2,100 gold over our one trick. So, not superb, but not the worst shit. Oh, he was able to hit the stuff. And we want to go into it, but of course, Udyr has amazing timing. Amazing timing to piss me off. That dude is really, really good at fucking with our trades. Somehow, Lissandra, from being way up in lane, is now getting solo killed in lane and down in lane in levels. I don't understand how that happened. Let's focus up, buddy. We got this. I'm able to buy my Eclipse. That feels pretty good. 2-level disparity in the top lane. This isn't boding well for us either, but there's only a 600 gold difference. Most of that would be on the junglers. 1100. Yeah, that kind of helps out for that. I'm only up about 100 there in the bot lane. But thankfully, because my brand got a kill off of his slash there, he's up 1100 over to Soraka. But the Soraka's heals mean that she's just always useful. Big hit goes down. Not really sure what the flash was for. Vi's going in completely by herself. The rest of us are nowhere there. And you just forced a 2v1. I'm going to say not overly worth that. You lost your flash and your ult because you don't try and fight laners 2v1. You're not actually that strong. Good W finally goes down on the fucking Soraka, and we're able to get that hit. Now Mundo's running away. I don't really know what's going to happen. Oh wait, yes I do. He's fucking dead again. That's our one trick. You know what? God bless him. Everybody but me is a bunch of fucking irons, so it's fine. We've got them kind of pincered, but we know that Soraka's off to the flank. And we don't have an accurate teleport timer. Nobody's been pinging out the teleport. Good burn goes down. I'm just trying to get them over to me as quick as I can. Soraka's stuck tanking the fucking, tanking the dragon. I want her to not exist. With her dead, the fight can be done. Because I'm able to get the extra roots into more hits, and we're just able to clean them up. like, as soon as Soraka goes down, their team fight falls apart. They don't have amazing, like CC to get on us so much. You know, with Varus ult down and Sylas not have taken an ult at the time, I guess he didn't see the one he wanted. Reasonably easy. Now, a good Herald drop there, you know. Aatrox is pushing pretty solidly to the top. 2 levels down Mundo, you don't want to be fighting out of this. Things are bad, okay? But things are going alright in the bot lane. But as we all know, my lane is beyond useless. Almost got that extra charge. Unfortunate. Take a little bit of damage. We're able to trigger a little bit back in. That feels pretty decent. Of course, Brand was taking 3 shots because of that burn. Able to trade some nice little damage there. Ult goes down. Able to do the full CC chain. I don't care if you're a big, strong-fed Aatrox. When you go into that level of CC and you can't use your abilities to get all of your healing back, you just sort of explode. He does have Gore Drinker now, so that means he is going to be even more tanky and more, well, you know, drain tank. He doesn't build tank stats. He just gets really fucking tanky on his own. Mundo's down in CS, but he's trying. Mid lane, like, neither of them is CSing for shit. I don't know what's going on there, but they are having their own little fun. Brand will hit another W yet in lane. It will happen eventually. Soraka takes a free tower shot. Brand is standing to defend. I am coming down. Oh, he accidentally got one because the what's-her-face bitch walked into it. Unfortunately, he stood there and just took all the damage. You were never going to win that fight because, you know, Soraka has an ult yet too. Aatrox flashed for some reason. Is Udyr able to get the stun? Yes, that means into the knock-up, into the grab, into the pull, and very much eradicated. Good job, Mundo. You're having a wonderful time at this. But we're getting there. Thankfully, the Udyr doesn't really have much for items, but he is very annoying to just be able to kind of run at us. Lissandra is starting to get up there. She is going for that stopwatch. It's going to be very important for her to dive in. I missed everything there, but I was able to get the root pull. So that's at least pretty good. Let's call that a bait. That makes me feel better about that play. Still pushing a little bit through mid lane. We've got a Herald coming up. Would be really nice to go for it, but they seem to have eyes on this Aatrox. He's far away from Kurt. We should be able to get him. Not really sure what the point of the immediate ult was. You could just queue into him and use him when he starts doing the super heals, like he just did. But we were able to drop him, even though it took 4 of us to do it, and we almost lost Brand. But with him down, this should be very, very doable. You don't open with your ult, use your ult after they try and get him. If you play Vi, I used to play a lot of Vi. But we got 5 people on this. This is ours, uncontestable. Yoink. So that feels pretty good. Now, I am close to hitting the damage spike. We are 324 stacks on the tier, and we should have the gold sooner or later to be able to get the... I think we're actually pretty close to being able to get the... Oh, Angry Flash comes in. Big damage. Nice Brand bounces on the damage. They just fought around in it. Able to get the double root. The Meat Shield Aatrox just kind of comes in like a madman. I used all of my stuff and I was able to live through that. That was pretty good. And the Soraka survived on like 10 health. Moves away, and somehow the Mundo gets executed. Because, hey, if our top laner didn't die at least 6 times in a game, what are we even doing? So we should be able to get on the charge. They're going to be coming up in a few seconds, but we'll be able to hit this, run back, and should be able to try and go for the dragon. We could try and push it in for another charge, but it's not going to happen. We should leave. Let's leave. So, now sitting at 354 stacks. You need 360 to be able to get the Mana Moon transformation. So we are getting there, but we really want this year Dargon. Dargon's going to be coming up right away. Big bounties though, coming in from the dragon, so we definitely don't want them to steal it, because they will get a lot of extra gold out of it that we just don't want happening. Unfortunately, we took garbage recalls, so we have to go back. They were able to take it. That's a pretty big gold trade, and they sort of ran in. I mean, with a bunch of us having it back because of how low we had gotten in that was a terrible decision, and they're sort of just running it back. We're just letting them get right back into the game. Would have been my first call, but Lysandra should at least be able to get out. I'm just over here to harass, but holy shit, Aatrox apparently doesn't want to take damage. Why is that? Because he's got death traps. Of course he does. Lysandra, just fuck the fuck off, you fucking fuck. Jesus Christ. They will murder your ass. Just leave. Just leave. I'm fine. Just leave. We're good. I can do the root under tower. Now we got that drop down. We're good. That would have been fine anyways. I got my ult. I would have been able to solo, but you know what? It's good to share the gold. Angry Udyr punching a crab. Mean old bitch. Lysandra's just running around at very low health. But, I don't know. I would say back. There's nothing really to fight for. Like, we could go for this. I don't like the idea. But for some reason, they're completely pulling away from us. They're on the wrong side of the map. They're just giving us this for free, huh? They are... Yeah. No clue that this is happening. Wow. What are you even doing? What is anybody doing? Okay, so it transforms, so now I got a good amount of extra damage, good amount of extra poke, starting on the last whisper, or getting the last whisper, so I want that Shirelda's Grudge. The fact that we were able to take a 22-minute Baron is depressing for me, because that shouldn't happen, but they're not warding in Baron for some reason. They put all their wards for the dragon, but they then took the dragon, and they didn't reward anything else. So I guess we'll just sort of take it. Finally, we got the back. We're starting to get a little bit of items going on here. We got a Hull Breaker on our Mundo. I guess he wants to split push. If I'm not mistaken, our Mundo was not on any of the voice comms, so he was just sort of doing his own thing the whole time, because we were just talking on voice comms and not typing. So we just sort of let him be. We're like, you know what? He's not going to group. We're just going to play around the fact he's going to be chilling and do his own thing. Big ult comes down from the brand. Wasn't able to get a bunch of extra bounces. Vi goes in super, super deep. Got stunned out by the set, actually. Aatrox is chasing her down. We're trying to make a run to it. I got rooted into utter oblivion by all the CC combos. And they're able to completely negate the fact that we, in fact, had Baron. Why is that? Because Mundo is split pushing. Mundo doesn't like to play with the rest of us. So they're TPing there. They didn't need to. All they needed to do was really just recall and just run at him. He wouldn't have been able to take the tower in time, but that's all right. We've got a little bit of waves pushing them to mid lane. They had to do a fullback anyways. Varus is doing the attack speed Varus, which I prefer the poke style Varus myself, but I do understand that the Runaan's Rage Blade with the Kraken is very devastating in team fights if he's able to just stand in auto. So hopefully, like, Mundo can just run at him and Vi can run at him and Lysandra can dive him, and then suddenly it's like, hey, you can't really stand and fight. It works out pretty nicely for us. Is sitting at 5-2-2 though. Has been able to free fire relatively easy in these narrow corridors. A little bit dangerous. I am just trying to take extra CS. I want to stay relevant, stay strong, get some gold here. I'm actually down on the Varus, even though I'm way over in CS. He cleaned up so many shutdowns out of that terrible, terrible 4 versus 5 that we ended up forcing because no Mundo. we'll get him eventually. See, here we have a Mundo. Big root comes down, though. I'm able to try and run up, get a bunch of damage down, get the big ult, which just deletes. Able to follow that in through, get some more autos in. The feathers, they whip through. You know, I feel a lot stronger with the Mana Moon transforms. Because this time we forced the 5v4. Well, technically they forced the 4v5 actually with Udyr coming running at us because they had to split it. And it seems like whoever is split pushing in this game is losing the team fights. So it's almost like don't split push, or you just cost your team the fight. So that's all right. We got the dragon. It's now 2 drakes to 2 drakes. This is feeling reasonably good. Red side is going all right. We've got that mid inhib opened, but we are having a bit of a difficult time sieging into it. We're getting there. So now there's a Shriela's Grudge on the ADC. We've got the Shadow Flame on the mid laner. We're gonna get a Thornmail soon on the Mundo. Honestly, Thornmail is a dog shit upgrade for Mundo. It's really, really bad on him. Don't do it. Just stick with Bramble and then just don't upgrade. Like, I know it's like, oh, you get more armor though, and you get the extra health and shit. And it's like, yeah, cool, but you could have built like a totally different item that would have been better. Because you don't get more grievous wounds by finishing Thornmail. You get extra grievous wounds when you finish Thornmail if you CC somebody, and Mundo doesn't have CC. Like, not hard CC. You can't stun or root or nothing like that, right? So, there's no benefit in the item. Sylas goes in, didn't seem to realize that we had 3 people there, and are just able to burn them down with the brand. Really good combo coming in from the Lissandra. As you can see, just straight out soloed the Soraka. As long as Soraka dies, we live. I don't know why in that fight before the Soraka didn't ult. She had ult. That was a bit of a mistake. So the Aatrox dives into the middle of us. That's how he gets all of his healing. And look at this. He is just literally tanking through everything we have. The Rage Blade, Varus has to run away. Rage Blade, this is the on-hit build. You get a lot of extra on-hits. This is on-hit. And this gives you extra on-hit in the team fight. But what was he going to do? He's just a lone little asshole. So we don't want to overfight this. This is their tank squad kind of coming at us. Big damage comes in from my stolen ult. Lissandra's going to get ran down. She tried, did not come up quick enough. Thankfully, is very close to being able to get that Sun's Hourglass. That's going to be very essential to her survival. They are pinging out, wanting to do this here, Baron. But we've still got 3, and they've got 4. It's... As long as Mundo doesn't do anything stupid, we should be okay. We should be able to kind of chase them off of this. Mundo, we need you. Don't fucking recall unless you want to TP back, but we don't have any proper wards in here. So we're going to have to try and drop something. We got one right over the pit. I just want to stand and harass, as you can see, just pulling and harassing. Mundo is choosing not to use TP, but rather just walking back slowly. They could have probably taken it. We weren't being that aggravating, but I guess they didn't want to try and flip it. Flip the steal on Vi either flashing or queuing over the wall. But as they were taking out our wards, they probably could have anyways. As you can see, I'm just hitting with slows and trying to do a little bit of miscellaneous. Get some bounce going in from that brand ult. It didn't do a crazy amount, but we were able to drop down to Sylas. Big damage goes down onto... well, their entire team, but holy crap, does that Aatrox turn it the fuck around. Local man literally too angry to fucking die. And I'm going, why the shit are we looking at this fucking Baron when we have super minions and a downed fucking turret? Like, this is just free. Just fucking end it. It's free. They even have one tower down. There we go. Mundo's TPing into it. We got the wave crashing. There's no point in trying to take the Baron and then the Dragon on spawn when you can just do this. So basically, shot call your team in the right direction. Don't do stupid shit. You should be all right. So we ended up 3rd place in our tournament bracket, going 2-1. The other guys we were playing with were very happy because they'd not even gotten a single Clash win before, ever. And this was me and G-Zombie's first Clash. Finishing off 10, 4, and 17, doing really, really good on team fighting. Didn't quite finish the Zanyas. I'm a little surprised. I thought he had the gold for it. Should have had the gold for it. Oh, I guess on back would have had the gold for it. But yeah. We were able to just completely shut down the Silas at a certain point. The Silas was 4-2, and then now suddenly ended up 4-11. So that's pretty decent for us. He went on a bit of a death spree. Brad eventually was hitting W's because teamfight, they were clustering together. So that's been story time with Dragatha. Hopefully y'all motherfuckers enjoyed this. I'm still not 100% sure as to why the Aatrox was stacking so much armor into a team that's only has 2 AD-based people. Low elo players put way too much faith in Thornmail. Yes, it does a little bit of magic damage back. It still gets reduced by your normal, like, MR, right? By your magic resist. Immobilizing champs grants 60% grievous for 3 seconds. Cool. He can knock up, so he can do that, but Mundo has nothing that can knock anybody up, so there's really no value in it. And into Thornmail, we both got Eclipse for a little bit of healing, if he can get the knock-up on us. But, you know, maybe not the worst, but I mean, that's a lot of AP coming out of these two. I think Merc Treads into Thornmail would have been better, or maybe Thornmail if he absolutely had to, you know, with the Merc Treads, or, you know, probably Steel Cap. A single Executioner sword would have been better than the Thornmail, and then pop down like plated with. We had a lot of CC, so Force of Will would have been huge, or Force of Nature, sorry. I mean, even then, he's got the damage reduction built in with the Death Stance. So, I mean, shit, Spirit Visage would have been all right. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I'm not 100% sold on whatever this was. Armor stacking again. At least he was getting the Negatron cloak. I mean, at least toss one of those into your fucking build. Just a little null magic mantle just doesn't feel like it's going to do enough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that shit. I did. If you didn't, go fuck yourselves. But come back again for the next video. You beautiful motherfuckers. Peace.